We're going to start the speeches. We're going to start with treasurer, then we're going to get into secretary, president, then the three vice presidentials from each building to make sure that everybody could hear. Audience, it takes a lot of guts to stand up here in front of all of these people. So I ask that you please listen to the candidates, please be respectful, cheer them on, and give them a round of applause when they're finished, okay? We're going to save the applause. Well, okay. Those of you real fast on executive council, if any of you have a cookie dough form, we're going to come to the Career Center and STEM tomorrow, 3-4, to pick it up, as well as any money for chocolate, okay? All right, so without further ado, we're going to get started. The first four are going to be your candidates for treasurer, okay? They'll introduce themselves, okay? Ready? Okay. Right now?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone in the class of 2021. I'm currently running for class treasurer, and I won't be able to do it without your vote. I feel that I should be class treasurer because my whole life I've been counted on and depended on to do many things, such as getting ready for many events, many things. I've always been accurate with my work. I've always tried to spread joy and laughter, and I respect from the least popular to the most popular. Thank you.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. My name is Rania Reyes, and I'm from the Career Center. I'm running for our class treasurer. I'm going for this position because ever since I was younger, I've always liked to play the role of a cashier, and I have real-life experience dealing with money. Since middle school, I've been in many clubs and was in the student council. I was my middle school's treasurer and secretary. I organized school trips, dances, and all. I believe I am very trustworthy and responsible for this position. I am also efficient and, most importantly, an organized person. I consider myself a bright math student. Math is honestly my favorite subject. Me, as your executive council treasurer, will be in great hands of keeping and organizing all the money you've raised. I will work hard to accomplish all my responsibilities and work with the rest of the group to make the school year the best. I am fully determined and don't plan on letting you guys down. Once again, my name is Rania Reyes, and I hope to get your vote as our class treasurer.
Math. We all love math, right? Hello, my name is Ashley Sabia, and I am running for class treasurer. Hola, me llamo Ashley Sabia. Voten por mí. With such a large student body, I imagine some of you don't know me. So let me talk a little bit about myself. I am a cheerleader on the varsity competition team, and I am very dedicated to my schoolwork. I am enrolled in multiple AP courses, one of which being AP Calculus. I maintain A+ averages and have been an honor roll student for my entire high school career. I frequently attend the different sporting events and school activities, causing me to feel as though I know you all and have become one of your biggest supporters. So now let's talk a little bit about you. What is one thing you would like to do in your remaining high school years? And no, I don't mean bringing back backpacks. As I'm sure you all know, our class has had a late start when it comes to executive council. You may feel as though we have lost the opportunity to enjoy high school events. However, with me as your treasurer, I will work side by side with the student body and advisors to ensure that the rest of our high school career is memorable, rewarding, and fun. As treasurer, I feel that I can effectively represent you all. I would take the appropriate measures to make sure our funds are put into the right places. I am a trustworthy and dependable person, causing me to take on different leadership roles within my community. I set a good example for those around me by commonly participating in volunteer events and by being a role model to those younger than me. I strive to better myself and those around me in any way possible. With me as your treasurer, I will try my best to help you achieve whatever goals you have for us. It would be an honor and a privilege to serve such a great class. I mean, really, you guys are pretty great. I hope we can work together to guarantee that our time in high school is worthwhile. I will treasure your vote. Thank you. Gracias.
Oh, brother. All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking time of your day to listen to my speech. Let me start off by introducing myself. Some of you may already know who I am, and some of you may not. There could be many reasons as to why you may know me. Some may be from cheerleading, or maybe we're in the same club. However, some may not know who I am at all, and that's because I have always been the shy girl who sits in the back. Today, I decided to do something spontaneous, something that could potentially change my life with your help. With all that being said, let me formally introduce myself. My name is Yesenia Tefino, and with hopefully your privilege, soon to be your class treasurer of 2021. I'm a student of the Hazleton Area Career Center who takes part of the CNA shop. I participate in many clubs, some which you may know of, such as the National Leadership of Hazleton and Health Occupation Students of America, known as HOSA. In each of these clubs, I volunteer my time to help and come up with ideas to better our community. For example, last year I had the privilege of going to Helping Hands with HOSA. I gave children and spent time with them. I believe you should vote for me because I have always been involved with school. Since I was in middle school, if I wasn't in a sport, I was in a club, but I always made sure I was involved. I believe you should vote for me because I understand the value of being a class treasurer. As a former cheerleader and club member myself, I understand how hard it can be to be handed fundraisers and not enjoy selling them. I understand how difficult it can be to fundraise and not see your money go where you want it to go. Another reason as to why you should vote for me is because I understand the responsibility of a class treasurer. I promise to prepare an annual class budget for the class of 2021. With this budget, I promise to make an unforgettable homecoming and a memorable prom. But most importantly, I promise to make your last 2 years of high school the best years of your life, making it difficult to say goodbye. I promise to talk to the class secretary, vice president, class president, but most importantly, you, class of 2021, before making decisions with our money. I hope to make this class of 2021 the best class known in the Hazleton Area School District. By making the most of our budget, I hope to make better fundraisers, such as chocolate bar, Krispy Kremes, and gummies. Because after all, who truly hears enjoy fundraising? I'll make fundraising so fun you wouldn't even know you were fundraising by doing outside fundraisers. With the money we gather from fundraising, I hope to make our prom tickets cheaper and our senior day unforgettable. I hope I can serve as someone who can come and talk to and give me ideas because we all make up class of 2021. With that being said, I would like to say thank you, class of 2021. Thank you for listening and thank you for taking me into consideration. Now I would like to say a few words in Spanish. Hola, mi nombre es Yesenia Tufino y con el privilegio de ustedes, la futura tesorera de la clase 2021. Voten por mí. Thank you.
Thank you, candidates for treasurer. Teachers, can I have some of you stay around the perimeter to make sure that everybody's paying attention if possible? Next up are the two candidates for secretary.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. My name is Maylin Acevedo, and I'm running for class secretary. When I was young, I wanted to be part of something big. I wanted to be a voice for those who couldn't be heard. I wanted to be a leader. I do consider myself to be a leader, and I consider myself to be qualified for being secretary. As some of you know, from my various participations in clubs around school, I have great leadership skills and responsibility. Running for class secretary is a great way to employ my talents and abilities and to make our dream as a class come true. Muy buenas tardes, mi nombre es Maylin Acevedo y me estoy postulando para la posición de secretaria porque me siento cualificada para hacerlo. Además, es una buena manera de usar mis talentos y habilidades productivamente. Being a secretary isn't just about taking notes and keeping everyone to update. It's more than that. Being a secretary is to listen to other people's ideas and to maintain active communication between class officers and students who form the class, you guys. As class secretary, I will be that bridge between you and our class officers. I would like your vote for class secretary because I am determined and motivated to bring your ideas and your dreams to have the best senior year go into action. Como secretaria, seré puente entre ustedes y nuestros delegados de la clase. Me gustaría su voto porque estoy motivada y determinada para traer nuestras ideas y sueños en tener el mejor año senior escolar hecho realidad. After all, it's not about what I want, it's about what we want. As my soccer coach once said, we strive together, meaning that we as a class, together, we can achieve success. Porque como mi entrenador de soccer una vez dijo, nos esforzamos juntos, lo cual significa que como clase, juntos, podemos conseguir éxito. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Could you hear me? Okay. Before this starts, I just want to say that this morning I lost my voice. So if it sounds really bad, I'm really sorry. But it has to go on. So here we go. My name is Kira Zabretsky, and I am running for secretary of the class of 2021. You may not have really thought about it twice, but writing a speech for secretary is really hard. So I went on the internet and I looked up different ways to write a secretary speech. That's what everyone does. So I went on greatcleanjokes4you.com to find some great puns, and I learned that secretary speeches just can't be funny. So here's an example to prove to you that they're not funny. A boss walks into a secretary's office and exclaims, "This is the 5th time this week you forgot to submit attendance. Do you know what this means?" And the secretary responds, "That means that it's finally Friday." So, very funny. So that's where I realized, so that was where I realized that this is not going to be a funny speech. Instead, let's just go over the qualifications for becoming a secretary. First things first, what does a secretary really do? Well, the main job of a secretary that everyone knows is that they take notes during meetings. And lucky enough, I actually learned how to read and write 2 years ago. So it was actually 3, but that was a joke. I actually learned when I was like 3. So it's fine. Don't worry, I'm very qualified. Anyways, all jokes aside, I think that I am very qualified to be secretary because of my determination and ability to work with others. Secretary may not be the most important position in many people's eyes, but a secretary is like the glue holding it all together. As secretary, I plan to be as selfless as possible. The Executive Council office is not revolved around the select few who are on board, but about the entire class of 2021. I want to hear from you. Whether you're able to shoot your ideas out loud, just like to everybody, or if you're shy and you want to pull us aside and tell us what you think, we're open to hear anything. A secretary alone would be nothing, just like a president would be nothing if he or she was all alone. Board members are a team, and without you all, we wouldn't have a reason to even become a team. I am passionate, caring, driven, and I am a leader. Many people say the same thing about themselves quite often, but here's the difference between them and I. I will put in the dedication and time to prove it to each and every one of you. Now, since I know this is a great opportunity for us to all stay out of class, I am going to make this speech as long as possible. Just kidding. She actually said she said that it could only be 5 minutes, so I do have to cut it now. Thank you for laughing. So I cannot wait to have a great year with you all, and I know that this class is on to some really great things. So, me llamo Kira Zabretsky, voten por mí para secretario. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to skip ahead, and the next candidates will be potentially your class president. okay? So we'll start that. Ready? Okay.
Hi, my name is Richie Batista, but I go by Richie for short, and I go to the Hazleton area high school. I want to be straight up with you guys. I want nothing but the best for our class. And if I become president, I will be the best leader I can possibly be for you, the class of 2021. I will fight endlessly to get what you all want as a class. I'm not just motivated to be a great class president, but I'm also motivated to continue to help the community as well. Since I was in 8th grade, I volunteered countless amount of hours at the Hazleton Integration Program where I help the kids of our community. I'm also a member of Student Council. When becoming class president, I hope to promote unity with our class through our 4 high schools in our district. I want to raise money for a school and having to raise our school spirit by having more such events such as talent shows, diversity nights, and field days, and several other events. All of this could be possible if you vote for me as your class president. Para mis hispanos, quiero dejarles saber que me importa su opinión y su bienestar. Haré todo de mi poder como presidenta de la clase 2021 para que tengan unos últimos años memorables. Quiero que sepan que sus opiniones y participación también importa. If we all work together as a class, we can achieve anything we put our minds into. If we work together, senior activities such as prom, senior day can be cheaper. If we all work together to fundraise money for our class, we can have an amazing junior and senior year. My goal as a president is to get to know as much of our class as I can meet your needs as individuals. Your opinions matter to me, and I hope that you can come to me without any judgments. Vote Richie Batista for class president 2021. Voten por mí. Gracias.
For those of you who may not know me, my name is Brooke Boretsky. You may have seen me killing the ball on the volleyball court, or maybe you've watched me play point guard for the Hazleton area high school team, or maybe you've just seen me around because I take an active role in the school and the community as I volunteer at the HIP Center. Now, before I get into my speech, I would like everybody in the far section to stand up. Everyone in the far section, stand up. Now, I'm going to ask you to clap your hands as loud as you can, make as much noise as you can until I tell you to stop. So go ahead. Okay, that's good. Now you may sit down. Now everybody in this section, now make as much noise as you can until I tell you to stop. Okay, you're good. You can sit down. Now this middle section, stand up. All right, clap as loud as you can. Okay. Now I want everybody to stand up and make as much noise until I tell you to stop. Okay, you can sit back down. The great Lil Wayne once said, "We walked the same path, but got on different shoes. Live in the same building, but we got different views." Class of 2021. We have been in high school for 2 years now. Whether you attend the high school, the career center, or the STEM school, we have all come to know the same halls that we use to walk to class every single day. And although the halls of these 3 schools differ, we all walk down the same path so that on June of 2021, we will ascend the stage to receive the priceless piece of paper that makes all of our hard work, sacrifice, and effort worth every bit of it. But after we step foot off the stage, move our tassels from right to left, and throw our caps in the air with nothing but journey ahead of us,
we realized that the paths that we once traveled on together are now diverging separately, in which they are more personalized for every individual sitting before me. Everyone in this auditorium is eager for this day to come. But you are still walking the same halls to get to class every single day. And that's okay. That's more than okay. Because along this path that we are traveling on together, we come across speed bumps, we make wrong turns. But that's okay, because the class with 837 students is there for every twist and turn. We all don't see eye to eye, nor do we come from the same background, but the rest of our high school journey that still awaits can be exceptional if we all come together to make these last 2 years incredible. Now, in the beginning of my speech, I asked 3 groups to stand up separately to make as much noise as possible. And everyone took a stand, and each group was loud. But when everyone took a stand together, the sound was undeniably more powerful. I believe that I can be the leader that could bring everyone together, like I just did, to make the most noise as possible, make the biggest statement, and to have the most fun on the rest of our journey until our paths split. The amazing Meek Mill started his well-known song, Dreams and Nightmares, by saying, "Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready?" Well, class of 2021, we are the class that they've been waiting for, and with me as president, they won't be ready. Vote for me, Brooke Boretsky.
Hello, my name is Isabel Collier, and I'm running to be your class president. For those of you who don't know much about me, I'm a member of the school's basketball and track and field teams, as well as a member of FBLA, the Ecology Club, Executive Council, and Science Club. By being involved in such activities, I learn more about what makes our school so special and unique, and why it is so important that we make the last 2 years of our high school career count. I'm choosing to run to be your class president because I truly care about other people, and I believe that I have what it takes to make our remaining time here happy, fun, rewarding, and memorable. I'm a very kind, supportive, outgoing, and down-to-earth person. I truly love talking to people about a variety of topics, especially dogs, and of course about how to help our class prosper. My goal as class president would be to work with all of you to make our next 2 years the best that they can possibly be. I really want everyone to feel included and to not be afraid to come to me with any concerns or ideas about how to make our time here better. I want to make our 3 schools feel united by having more social activities and field days that will give us opportunities to create memories that we will carry with us long after we graduate the Hazleton Area High School. If I'm chosen as your class president, I promise that I will not just speak the change, but I'll make the change. Thank you for listening, and remember to let Isabella C. be your next vote for presidency.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. I'm Carly Krasansky, and I'm running for your class president. I realized that I wanted to run because high school is one of the most memorable times of our life, and I can promise you that I will do whatever it takes to make this dream a reality. Although we have 3 different schools, we all graduate on the same day at the same place and the same time, throwing our caps in the air. I want to make sure we all know we are one and everyone has a voice. We all are different in various ways, but I know for a fact we all can agree on having the best prom ever. I want our prom to be something we remember years from now. All right, let's do an experiment. Stand up if this applies to you. Who in here plays a sport? Stand up. Stay standing. All right, who in here wants to go to college? Stay standing. Who in here has a friend graduating with us? All right, and hablan español. If you look around, everyone has the same goal. We all pretty much want to graduate together, walk down the aisle, and throw our caps in the air. All right, you guys can sit down. I want to be the class that all the teachers and principals talk about years from now. I want them to notice our school spirit, academics, and determination. And with me as president, I'll do my hardest to achieve that goal. I promise you that every single one of your opinions will matter to me. I'm all about fun, and I know you will not regret me as president. I hope you enjoyed my speech, and if not, I hope you had a good nap. So what do you say? Let's be the greatest class to ever come out of Hazleton area. You know what to do now. Vote for Carly Krasansky.
Good afternoon, Hazleton Area Class of 2021. My name is Isabel Ritz, and I am running to represent every single one of you as our class president. Buenas tardes, me llamo Isabel Ritz. Hazleton is frequently looked down upon because of the diversity within our walls. But I believe that our differences teach us how to come together as one. We all had a different journey through childhood with unique stories to tell one another. Walls seem to be a very physical division in our district. In elementary school, we are divided based on where we live. So coming to high school proved to be, well, interesting for all of us. We went from knowing every one of our classmates to rarely seeing a familiar face in the halls. And to make matters worse, we were separated from old friends by new walls dividing the high school, career center, and STEM. I believe when we chose our high school, we were basing it off of our interests and future goals, but we sacrificed some of the camaraderie we had made over the years. For me, the high school was the correct choice, and I still believe to this day I made the right one. My question for all of you is, if we were able to make friends when we got to high school, why can't we continue to do so with people who share common interests in the other buildings? Break down the walls, or for that matter, don't build them in the first place. We are all just kids who have been thrown into this together. From SAT prep and choosing if we want to go to high school or to college or right into the workforce, we have been forced to grow up overnight. Some of us have had to help raise siblings or work a job to help our parents. Others are fighting their own battles with mental health and the struggles presented when we get home from school every day. But I believe we all deserve to be kids again when we get to school, no matter what is going on in our free time. Neither I nor any of the other candidates can promise longer lunches or shorter school days. But I will have the courage to be your voice for Mr. Patrone, Mr. Uplinger, the school board, whoever it takes to make your voices heard. I support 100% any ideas that you may have about change that will make our high school experience together a memory that will last a lifetime. One of my ideas is to start an after-school sports club where we can all come and play pickup games of basketball, volleyball, or any other sport you guys would like to try without having to be committed to a team and schedule work around practice. That is just my idea. Imagine what we could do if we all came up with ideas just like this one. We could change things. Lo mejor de es la escuela secundaria es consciente gente creíble que habla un idioma diferente que yo. El tema de mi discurso es rompiendo paradis y no construyéndola en el primer lugar. Yo será tu voz a cualquiera que escuches el convión que queremos. Gracias. Thank you for listening to me use my voice. Hopefully, next time it will be on behalf of you as your president. Once again, my name is Isabel Ritz. Thank you for your time.
Our last candidate for president was unable to be here, so we actually have a video of her speech, which we're going to play now.
Good evening, class of 2021. My name is Kayla Vasquez. Majority of you may know me, and if you don't, let me tell you a little bit about myself. During my middle school career, I was captain of the Hazleton Heights HAHS cheerleading team. Being captain of a sport is a great amount of responsibility, and I personally think I can manage that and definitely make the most out of being class president. I'm also a very outgoing person. Why is this good, you may ask? Because I want nothing but the best and beyond for this class. If I were the lucky candidate to become president, I'd make sure my outgoing personality helps each and every one of your voices to be heard, and for our class to be the greatest. Our time here at Hazleton Area High School is slowly coming to an end, and within that time frame that we are still here, I promise to devote myself to making our class the best class.
Our next group of speeches is for Vice President of STEM.
All right. My name is Joshua Brescia, and I'm running for STEM Vice President. Yeah, STEM. I love my school, and I know when most of you hear STEM, you're probably like, this doesn't really apply to me. I don't go there, but it really does. We all part of the same district. We have the same events, part of the same class. I guarantee that all of our schools contribute to this the same district. So with me as your STEM Vice President, I will be there to make sure everything on our side is being taken care of and we are contributing. I'm very kind, approachable. You can come up to me if you have any questions. I'm willing to work with the rest of our board and all of our 2021 class to meet all wants and needs. I'm sure that if I'm your vice president, I love to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun, all of our events, everything that you want, I'll make it happen. I'm not going to say I'm better than any of my other candidates. I'm here, you hear what I'm saying, you hear what they're going to say, you vote for who you believe in. But I'm sure if you vote for me, I'm very honored, and I'd love to be your STEM vice president. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for considering me for the position of Vice President of the STEM building. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Caitlin Catcher, and I'd like to give you all a deeper look into my life. I'll begin by mentioning that I am currently the starting goalkeeper for our Lady Cougar soccer team. I know what you're thinking. How did this tiny 5'1" little girl get stuck guarding an 8x24-foot goal? My answer is quite simple, as I gathered up the courage to step up and do what was best for my team. We had no other goalies lined up coming into this season, so I knew our squad was in trouble if someone didn't learn the position. Although I would have preferred to play the forward position on the field as I always have, I signed up for goalkeeping lessons before this season. I trained throughout the winter for the benefit of my team, which displays that I stick to my belief of putting the needs of others over my own desires. On that note, I'd like to mirror that dedication to all of you listening. As vice president of our building, I will stay true to ensuring the happiness of all, rather than only pleasing myself or my friends. I am willing to do whatever it takes to stay loyal to this pledge, as I deeply value each of you, and want to get every single one of you involved in our school. And by school, I do not mean the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences. I mean the Hazleton Area High School. We are all one, but it may not feel like so at times. A few weeks ago, Mrs. Ernst asked all of the STEM athletes participating in a fall sport to join Spirit Club in an attempt to get us all involved in high school activities. I signed up as soon as I could because I've always wanted the opportunity to bring our buildings together. And that was only the start. I hope to further my efforts of making our schools more inclusive through the vice president position. I know that all of you in the class of 2021 are truly amazing and capable of fantastic things, and I would be honored to be elected as a STEM vice president to represent such a quality group of students. Thank you.
Hola, me llamo Alondra Segura y me estoy postulando como vicepresidenta de STEM. En esta hora voy a continuar mi discurso en inglés. My name is Alondra Segura, and I'm running for Vice President of STEM for the class of 2021. I have been involved in various extracurricular programs, such as Reach High, which is a medical program, SAD Club, International Heritage Youth Club, Science Club, Executive Council, and form a part of the varsity girls tennis team. Initially, my intentions were to run for president. However, I realized I prefer to be the backbone of success and work in the background, not being in the spotlight all the time. When defining myself, I would express that I'm outgoing, straightforward, and persistent, and these are all qualities that structure me into being vice president material. For my campaign, I will introduce the concept embracing equity with the intention of giving each student the specific amount of confidence they need, not in terms of equality, but fair to their situation, and would like to address the issues we have as a high school. In STEM, I am surrounded by people whose intelligence surpass what society deems to be normal nowadays. They are incredibly talented and gifted. Therefore, it is difficult for any one person to stand out and ends up in kids looking to others as superior, weakening themselves, even though we are all capable of being the top of the top. As vice president, I will listen to everyone, not just the known students, and attempt to convey all of your ideas regarding anything that our class participates in without making you feel as if you do not matter. We live in a society that unless you are rewarded, people do not strive to do well or make big things happen. Well, I am a part of Generation Z, and I will break this stereotype. I will endeavor all that comes and attempt to make our high school years memorable, disregarding if I get recognized or not. You guys are my top priority. Thank you.
Our next two speakers are running for the office of Vice President of the Career Center.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Gabriela Mulatto, but most of you know me as Gabby. I'm speaking today to convince you guys to vote me as our class vice president. Why should I be elected for vice president? I strongly believe that this position is meant for me. Being a leader is in my genes. I'm a leader at home and school. At home, I do the best I can to be a good role model for my smaller siblings. At school, I do my very best to keep my grades up and do my finest work. Since middle school, my grades were always up, and I always tried to keep them that way. In addition, I always tried helping out the community as much as possible. I joined a lot of clubs, for example, HOSA, FBLA, International Heritage Youth, and Ecology. And I am dependable and can be counted upon to finish what I start. I consider myself hardworking, reliable, helpful, honest, and cooperative. I am certain that the skills I developed in my previous experiences, including my planning and organizational abilities, my problem-solving skills, and my experience working in a diverse team, will readily transfer into success in this position. Once again, I am Gabriela Mulatto. Vote me for an extraordinary year. Buenas tardes, soy Gabriela Mulatto, pero la mayoría de ustedes me conocen por Gaby. Estoy hablando hoy para convencerlos de que voten por mí como vicepresidente. ¿Por qué debería ser elegida como vicepresidente? Creo firmemente que esta posición es para mí. Soy un líder en casa y en la escuela. En casa hago lo mejor que puedo para ser un buen modelo a seguir para mis hermanos más pequeños. En la escuela hago todo lo posible para subir mis notas y hacer mi mejor trabajo. Desde la secundaria siempre me uní a clubs e intenté ayudar a la comunidad lo más posible. Además, soy una persona extrovertida. La comunicación nunca fue un factor de miedo para mí. Cabe mencionar que la organización es mi mejor fortaleza. Y cosas que yo quiero hacer para ayudarle a ustedes que tienen problemas a entender inglés y hacer tareas que no pueden entender por inglés, es ayudarlos a ustedes, ayudarlos con la tarea y ayudar a entender el inglés más mejor. Eso es algo muy grande que yo quiero hacer para ustedes, como la tarea, y puede ser cuando ustedes quieran, cualquier día, ustedes pueden hablarme conmigo y yo les puedo ayudar, lo que sea. Otras cosas es de bullying. Yo quiero ayudar con bullying porque muchos no pueden decir nada o tienen miedo o no quieren hablar con gente. Pero yo soy una persona muy confiable y pueden hablar conmigo con lo que sea. Y no tiene que ser en la escuela, puede ser por texto, por donde sea. Another thing in English, I would like to create more activities for us, more fun things, create positivity around the school. For example, having more field days or fun things like a pajama dress down day, where everybody could just chill and talk with everybody as a family and create positivityness, because we only got 2 years and those 2 years run really fast. So I hope you enjoyed and vote me as class vice president. Thank you.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. My name is Karen Pujols, and I am running to become vice president for our class at the Career Center. Isn't it exciting? All these years of hard work, and we only have one left to go. It seems like just yesterday was our first day of our freshman year. As we accomplish our high school journey, we are preparing to become independent, responsible, and intelligent young adults. Since freshman year, I have been a passionate advocate for our student body. With your vote, I can promise you that I will put all my effort to make these last years as best as they can be. 3 schools, 1 class, hundreds of different paths. I, as vice president, do not want these last 2 years to feel like we're just getting through. Yes, 1 year and 8 more months of waking up at 6 a.m. 1 more year of sitting in a class for 90 minutes. At times, we are tired and we are discouraged. I get it. But I also do not want to leave this place knowing I could have done more. If someone would have told me 2 years ago to stand at this podium and talk in front of hundreds of people, I would have avoided them until they forgot what my name was. But here I am, standing at this podium, speaking to you guys. So I encourage you, class of 2021, to express your ideas and allow me to be the change you would like to see these last 2 years. With this last year coming up, we are looking forward to very important events, such as homecoming, prom, and most importantly, graduation. As your vice president, I want to make raising funds an easy but very exciting experience for our class. By planning tournaments, competitions, and other forms of entertainment, we will collect the funds to have the best year and prom of all time. A topic that is crucial to me is providing fun activities and events for students with special needs and mental disabilities. There are many students in this school with disabilities that don't allow them to do a certain amount of things. My goal as a class is to organize these events for them, where we all can come out, cheer, and support them. After all, these are their last years as well, so they should enjoy them as much as we are. Another matter that is important to me is involving more ESL students in projects and activities. An admirable characteristic that our school holds is the amount of diversity that there is. Involving more ESL students can allow us to learn from each other and help each other reach our common goal, having fun and graduating. Let us become a community, a family, where everyone is welcomed and we can grow together. Vote Karen Pujols as Vice President of the Career Center. Thank you. Y ahora en español. Hola mi gente de la clase de 2021. Mi nombre es Karen Pujols y estoy corriendo para ser vicepresidente de nuestra clase en el Career Center. Mientras logramos terminar nuestro año escolar, nos estamos preparando para convertirnos en responsables y independientes adultos. Algunas veces, si no todos los días, nos sentimos cansados de despertar temprano y venir para acá. Con su voto, les prometo que yo haré todo en mi poder para hacer estos 2 últimos años memorables. Yo no sé ustedes, pero ya yo estoy aburrida de vender artículos en la escuela. Por eso quiero, como vicepresidenta, organizar torneos y eventos donde todos se puedan divertir y a la misma vez recaudar fondos para prom y nuestra graduación. Para mí es muy importante incluir los niños que tienen necesidades especiales y discapacidades. Por eso quiero proponer una actividad para ellos, donde todos podamos participar y apoyarlos. Algo admirable que tiene nuestra escuela es la cantidad de diversidad. Tenemos una enorme cantidad de hispanos, muchos que vienen de la isla de la República Dominicana. Quiero Quiero incluir los estudiantes de ESL en más actividades y proyectos. También podemos ir a sus clases y ayudarlos con tareas y el idioma de inglés. Con esto, todos nos vamos a sentir más relevantes. Cientos de estudiantes, 3 escuelas, pero una sola clase. Voten Karen Pujols como vicepresidente del Career Center. Gracias.
Before this last group goes, just know that tomorrow you're going to be voting in period 1-2. The high school can put the ballots, the teachers can put the ballots in the manila envelopes that are in your mailbox and send them to my room 109. And STEM and the Career Center can send them to the main office, and Mrs. Gasser and I will pick them up tomorrow 3-4. Okay? This last group is for Vice President of the high school.
Hello everyone, my name is Nick Damiano and I'm a junior at Hazleton Area High School. I'm a member of Student Council, Executive Council, the football team, FBLA, and I'm also an honor student. I'm standing here on stage asking for your vote to be your Vice President of Class 2021. Well, I have 3 reasons why you should pick Nick when it's time to vote. The first reason is I'm a team player. I've always have been. I'm a leader, but I can also take directions and do whatever it takes to get the job done. Secondly, I'm a good listener and a definitely approachable kind of guy. If you know me, great, lucky you. Lastly, student government shouldn't be taken lightly. There are a lot of fundraisers, social events, and community involvement that needs to be accomplished in the next 2 years for us to have the best high school experience possible. We have a very diverse student body at Hazleton area, and everyone's needs and ideas should be considered. So remember, when it's time to vote, pick Nick. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nina Filler, and I'm running for Class of 2021 Vice President. I want our last 2 years at Hazleton Area High School to be unforgettable. I think that it is important for all of us to come together as a class and enjoy these next few years. Our time in high school is very limited, but it is up to us to decide how we want to remember it. I promise to help the president make the best decisions for us. I want to be one of the people you are comfortable with to go to and express your ideas and opinions. This is our time. Our high school years are something we all are going to remember, and I want to be part of making it the best it can possibly be. So vote for me, Nina Filler, to fill your position of Vice President.
All right. How's everybody doing today? My name is Seth Hunsinger, and currently I'm running for Vice President for the class of 2021. I would like many more of my fellow students and friends to come up here and be competitors, because I feel that there's so many of us that there should be more competition. Everybody thinks that it isn't cool, or it's just not their thing to do. But in my opinion, I think it's the next step in life to show that all of us are ready to grow up and be mature. I believe that I'm somebody everybody would love to be around. I love being around everybody every single day in the hallways, in class, at football, wrestling, everywhere. I'm a social butterfly, if you guys didn't know that. I talk to everybody. As of right now, I'm a 3-year letterman in football and wrestling. I'm currently ranked 106 in the state for Pennsylvania wrestling, and I believe that we need to bring that energy to the class of 2021. We need to get hype. We need to show who we are. We need to show who we are. This is why I think our class of 2021 can be the best class so far in the Hazleton Area School District. Not only do I think that each and every one of you, but also I can be more involved with the class of 2021 with ideas that I think we should improve and we should bring together as a group and not individually. Thank you.
Can I move the mic? Right there? Okay. Unity. Unity. Hasn't that been the topic since the beginning of time? Class of 2021, we started way back in kindergarten. Many of you may know each other since you've been in Pampers, and others met just 2 weeks ago. But it's our duty to finish high school together, united. I mean, I felt like just yesterday I was a freshman, and suddenly here I am thinking that I need to take gym again because I need that credit. So, anyways, I want our senior year to go by quick and memorable. It's gonna go by a blink of an eye. It will be a 180-day blink, but it's gonna be the best blink you have ever blinked. I want our senior day to go by smoothly and memorable. And our Great Gatsby, our prom will be just like the Great Gatsby. Just instead of Leonardo DiCaprio, we will run the party. And we also have Miss Gasser and Miss Oster too. I wish to be your vice president for this time. In the future, we will be looking back at our high school years. We do make dumb mistakes, but we also make great ones. So I really wish that when you look back, you have great memories for high school and that I am included in them. When I do, if I do win vice president of the high school, you all will be included. I mean, you all are class of 2021. Therefore, you are all included. So vote for Leslie Tifa as high school vice president. Okay. Wait. I'm not done yet. Where are the Hispanics in the house? All right. Para los que no entienden el inglés o prefieren mejor el español, lo que quiero decir es que el próximo año va a ser nuestro último año y quiero que pase memorable. Yo quiero que nuestro día de senior llegue y termine con tanta emoción. Y háblenme del prom, démelo. Es la fiesta que todos estamos esperando. Pero con su ayuda, eso es lo que va a ser la fiesta tan inolvidable. Muchos de nosotros nos quedaremos con nuestros padres después que los graduamos. Y algunos no iremos lejos. Pero siempre vamos a mirar atrás para nuestros días de bachiller. Así que voten por Leslie Tifa como su vicepresidenta del high school. Y no serán defraudados. Thank you all for being a great audience. Let's give everyone a round of applause. I don't know what to do with you because no one's here. Hang on, we're going to see if we dismiss from here or go back because I can't make that call.